today's video we're covering one of the secrets. I hate using that term in these sorts of things. Everybody's like, the secret to weight loss, the secret to this, the secret to that. There are really no secrets out there. But there are some tricks, technical tweaks, if you will, that make a huge difference that hardly anybody ever practices. This is one of them, which is range of motion during your exercise. If you want to get better results from whatever exercise you're doing, especially bodyweight training, one of the best ways that you can do this is to get as big a range of motion as humanly possible with each exercise. Okay, here's a common example is the squat. Squat is, since I picked this up in my mind, it's one of my pet peeves. I see this all the time. People are saying, okay, time to squat, and they squat down about that much. And I admit I did it for years, usually again with a lot of barbell squats. You know, people come down and they're like, oh, thighs to parallel or 90-degree bend at the knee. And when you actually watch people, it's not even close to that. It's like they're coming down 5 inches and that's it. If anything, they're just kind of unlocking and locking their knees and that's about it. Versus the good old-fashioned ass to grass squat. People ask me all the time, how big a range of motion should I use in my squats or push-ups or anything like that? My advice is always exactly the same. Shoot for every fight like hell, for every single centimeter that you possibly can. If you can milk 1 more millimeter of range of motion out of a muscle, go for it. Don't fall for this fear-mongering of this, don't go too far down, don't use too much range of motion, you'll hurt yourself. The best thing you could possibly do for your fitness level is to go through the biggest range of motion you can possibly stand in every exercise, barring any sorts of injuries or anything. The reason why this works so well is because when you go into a deeper range of motion, people usually find the exercise becomes harder. That's typically a good thing. The reason why is because the muscles that you're using are under different amounts of tension due to the leverage afforded by your bones and your ligaments and stuff during that range of motion. So of course, as anybody knows, with a squat, there's more tension on the muscles at the lower part than at the upper part. What this means is the muscles are working harder, therefore you'll get stronger. So using deeper squats means you will get stronger legs, period, across the board. If you're stronger here, you'll also be stronger here at this range of motion. So even if you don't go fully squat down, with your knees in your chest while you're running, your legs will still get stronger in that shorter ranges of motion. In the next video, I'll be discussing why a shorter range of motion can actually be worse for your joints and set you up for almost guaranteed joint injury down the road versus full range of motion. Thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.